Pleasurable music does more than just entertain or accompany our daily routines. It reaches deep into the brain's emotional architecture, engaging neurochemical systems that are usually reserved for some of life's most essential experiences. A groundbreaking study by researchers at the University of Turku in Finland has now shown with remarkable clarity that listening to emotionally powerful music activates the brain's opioid system, the very same that responds to rewards like food, sex, and pain relief. This means that the feelings of joy, transcendence, or even goosebumps we feel during certain musical moments are not simply poetic metaphors. They are rooted in the same biological pathways that govern our deepest experiences of pleasure and emotional safety. The researchers used a unique combination of PET, positron emission tomography, and fMRI, functional magnetic resonance imaging, two advanced imaging techniques, to simultaneously observe molecular and functional changes in the brain. Participants selected pieces of music that they personally found moving or pleasurable, and as they listened, the scientists tracked real-time responses in their brains, along with physiological changes like pupil dilation, heart rate, and the presence of chills. The results were extraordinary. The activation was strongest in brain areas associated with reward, motivation, emotion, and pain modulation, including the nucleus accumbens, orbitofrontal cortex, amygdala, and thalamus. These areas lit up in response to music in a way previously seen only with more primal or survival-linked stimuli. At the heart of this effect lies the brain's opioid system. This network, composed of receptors spread throughout regions tied to emotion and sensory processing, is activated by naturally occurring chemicals called endogenous opioids. These are the brain's own painkillers and mood enhancers, released in response to positive experiences. What this study reveals is that music, although it has no direct role in survival or reproduction, can nevertheless stimulate this deep biological machinery, suggesting that the human brain has evolved to treat emotionally meaningful cultural stimuli as profoundly rewarding. This discovery also challenges our understanding of the boundary between the biological and the cultural. It shows that music, a product of human creativity and culture, has the capacity to elicit physiological responses just as intense and meaningful as physical contact or nourishment. The experience of musical chills, long considered a mysterious phenomenon, now has a tangible biological signature: the release of opioids in key brain regions. And significantly, the more frequently participants reported experiencing chills while listening, the greater the opioid activity detected by PET scans. This makes musical pleasure not only measurable, but deeply real, an embodied experience that reflects a synchronized dance between mind and body. The implications of this research are far-reaching. It reaffirms music's therapeutic potential, not only as an artistic or cultural force, but as a neurochemical tool capable of influencing mental health, pain management, and emotional resilience. For people struggling with anxiety, depression, or chronic pain, music might offer a complementary path toward healing, not as a replacement for medical treatment, but as a powerful ally that works with the brain's own reward systems. It also validates the emotional importance of music in our lives. Whether it's a song that reminds us of a lost loved one, a melody that lifts us out of despair, or a rhythm that motivates us to move, these experiences are not superficial. They are as real, as grounded in biology, as the need for touch or shelter. Perhaps most striking is the idea that music can evoke such pleasure without needing to be useful in the evolutionary sense. This study provides scientific backing to the notion that beauty, emotion, and culture are not luxuries of the human experience. They are woven into the fabric of our survival, embedded in the brain's most ancient mechanisms of reward and emotional regulation. In a world that often prizes efficiency and logic, music reminds us that we are also creatures of feeling, moved by melody, harmony, and memory. In the end, music's ability to activate the opioid system affirms what musicians, poets, and listeners have known all along: that a song can be a balm, a celebration, a catharsis. And now, thanks to this remarkable study, we know it is also a form of neurochemical self-care, giving us access to some of the most profound sources of human pleasure through nothing more than sound.